Hey there, Heather. Ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to day 2 of this Cutter 64 team qualification for the tournament's final 32. As you can see, we have winners and losers. The 71 Tigers, the 55 Dodgers, the 80 Royals, the 93 O's, the 98 Braves, the 93 Giants, the 99 Diamondbacks, the 24 Sens, the 1906 Cubs, the 1985 Cardinals, the 1941 Yankees, the 1998 Yankees, the 1947 Dodgers, the 1927 Yankees, the 1998 Astros, and 1977 Phillies are up 1-0. Everything is best of 7. Willie Wilson had the best job, 5 out of 6 for his win over the 1930 Philadelphia A's. Bob Deverich hit a 2 RBI double in the bottom of the ninth. Of all people, Bob Deverich. And the Giants Yankees game, when I saw the 41 Yankees beat the 89 Giants in 12 innings, that was game of the day. So we are going to take a look at the schedule for today, and we are going to um, go with the 85 Cardinals and the 65 Twins. We're going to do that game because I like to see Tudor versus Grant. So the 85 Cardinals are up 1-0, trying to take it back home up 2-zip. 85 Cardinals. The rule is I make one move. Yeah, Willie McGee. Why the heck is he not in the lineup? I'll put him at designated hitter because, dude, he had 4 RBIs yesterday, and he's not playing. That's okay, Grant. Fuck that. So for sale, I'm injured Jimmy Hall, Kindle. Yep. All right, here we go.
Live from Minnesota.
After Metropolitan Stadium. Yeah. What seems to be the problem? All right, so the 85 Cardinals up 1-0 here at Metropolitan Stadium, trying to make it 2-0. Mudcat Grant, in real life, 21-7 at age 29. Will start. And Vince Coleman, who had it 1 for 3 yesterday. The 23-year-old speedsters up first. Another right field for Coleman. Nice job there.
No outs, man on first.
And Ozzy, 3 for 4. Coleman technically will steal. I mean, it's Vince Coleman with the speed.
No outs, man on second. The defense is playing in it.
All right, so here's Ozzy.
Lay down a bunt.
Wants the bunt. He sees this and can only get the guy at first because Vince Coleman is so speedy.
1 out, man on third.
1 out for her. They're going to intentionally walk him to get to Clark. Not really the
1
best
out,
idea.
men on first and third.
Unless they want to intentionally walk Clark. They want to pitch to Clark. Flies to center. Coleman speeds down the line, and it's 1-0 for the 85 Cardinals.
2 outs, men on first.
Here comes Tito Landrum. And roll. It's a 3-6, a wild pitch. Mudcat's a 2, so that should be a wild pitch. It is a wild pitch. Proxy, because, I mean, oh.
2 outs, man on second.
Landrum. Flying center, that will end the inning.
1 run, 1.
First, the 65 Twins down 1-0. They'll deal with the 31-year-old 21-game winner John Tudor. So then for Sile, the MVP. Possible walk. Ooh.
No outs, base is empty.
That would have been a walk. It wasn't. For Sile. To Clark. He's out. Wait.
1 out, base is empty.
Here comes Rich Rollins, the third baseman. Hey there, Heather. Ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome to a kind of a weird PC replay baseball video. You may be wondering, well, why is it like this? Are you for day 3? And I'm like, nope. Well, I had a bit of a hiccup my first few minutes that I actually did not have enough space to record on the hard drive, which was stupid of me. I should have deleted my stuff from the recycling bin. So I did that, and then I was set to completely do more. And then all of a sudden, Bandicam ruined everything for me. So let's take a look at what happened in the tournament. The 71 Tigers beat the 41 Cubs 5-3 as Coleman beat Olson. D'Alessandro went deep for the Cubs, but to no avail. The 55 Dodgers beat the 54 Tribe 3-0 as Erskine beat Garcia. The 1930 A's beat the 1980 Royals 3-2 as Grove beat Gura. Well, Detroit leads 2-0. Brooklyn up 2-0. That series, the A's and Royals are 1-1. The 93 Orioles lose to the 42 Cardinals, who tie up that series 1-1. Beasley beats Fernando Valenzuela, with Brandon Slaughter going deep. The 98 Braves beat the 2016 Dodgers 7-5. They're up 2-0. Glavine beats Stripling with Charlton to save. Javi Lopez the home run. The 93 Giants narrowly beat the 2016 Nationals 2-1 as Burkett beats Pfister with right back picking up the save. The 99 Diamondbacks shut out the 55 Reds 11-0. Dahl beats Fowler. Art Fowler, I think he's Canadian. I can't remember. But anyway, Matt Williams, Steve Finley, Tony Batiste got deep. The 1924 Senators win in the 11-3-2 against California. Marbury beats Sanchez. Sam Bryce, the MVP. The 1906 Cubs are now up 2-0 on the 61 Tigers as they win 4-3. Pfister beat Lurie. The 85 Cardinals beat the 65 Twins 5-1. Tudor beats Mike Grant. Pendleton went deep. Solio went deep for Minnesota. That's what you missed. So this is the game that was there, but the corrupted stuff. So Smith, so that's just the line score and all that. Cardinals 5 runs on 10 hits, 1 error, and 7 left. Minnesota 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left on. You see there the steal bases and all that. Tudor went all 9 innings for the win. Mike Grant, Nelson, and Boswell doing their jobs. As you see everything else, we're going to do the play-by-play. As the first inning saw Coleman single, steal second, and then Ozzie Smith a bunt to get to Coleman the third. Tom Herr got an intentional walk for Jack Clark, who hit a sac fly and scored Coleman. Landrum took a wild pitch, made Herr go second. Landrum flew out the center. Minnesota got Versailles to ground out. Rollins singled, Oliva lined out, Killebrew grounded out. Cardinals went down 1-2-3 in the second. Pendleton lined out. Vince Lake fouled out. Needle struck out. 65 Twins. Don Mincher struck out. Jeremy Hall struck out. Earl Batty flew out to right field. The 85 Cardinals got in the third. Willie McGee grounded out. Vince Coleman flew out to center. Ozzie Smith singled. Tommy Herr grounded out. In the bottom of the third, Kindo flew out. Allison struck out. Forsyth grounded out. In the top of the fourth, Clark flew out. Leandro flew out. Pendleton singled. Vince Lake flew out. In the bottom of the fourth, Rollins struck out. Oliva grounded out. Killebrew struck out. Top of the fifth, Tom Nieto got on base with an error. McGee grounded out to get Nieto out of the second. McGee at first. Coleman singled. McGee got the third. Coleman swiped second. And then Ozzie Smith was on when he flew out to score McGee. Herr struck out. Mincher grounded out. Jimmy Hall lined it out. And Earl Batty grounded out. In the sixth, Jack Clark flew out. Tito Landrum grounded out. Terry Pendleton went deep off Mike Grant. Mel Nelson came in to pitch, and Andy Vince Lake grounded out. The Twins in the bottom of the sixth, Jerry Kindle grounded out. Bob Allison lined out. Solio doubled, and Versailles flew out to right. Top of the seventh, Nieto flew out. McGee doubled. Coleman flew out. Ozzie Smith singled to score McGee. Herr was on base when Smith stole second, and then on an error, he got the third, but Herr flew out. Still 4-0. Oliva grounded out. Killebrew lined out. Mincher flew out. In the eighth, Clark doubled. Boswell came into pitch. Landrum singled first and third. Pendleton with an RBI ground out to make it 5-0. Vince Lake got intentionally walked. Nieto grounded out into a double play. Jimmy Hall grounded out. Earl Batty flew out. Jerry Kindle flew out to left. Ivan De Jesus pinch hit for Willie McGee and flew out. Brian Harper pinch hit for Vince Coleman and doubled. Randy Hunt batted for Ozzie Smith and flew out. And Art Howe batted for Herr and grounded out. Jorgensen, Cedeno, and LaFerriere came in Defensively, Bob Allison grounded out. Solia Forsyth went deep, but Rich Rollins got the first base on an error, and Charlie Oliva grounded out. So that was it. My Cutter baseball stories would have been the '65 Twins. This was the team that lost Game 7 at home to the Dodgers, and it's the only time that the Twins franchise has ever hosted a World Series. Well, as in Minnesota, and lost a game. They hosted games 1, 2, and 6 and 7, and not just 65, but in 87 and 91, and they're 11 and 1. And that one loss was Game 7 to the Dodgers in 65. And I described the 85 Cardinals and all that. The way that Vince Coleman's injury ruined the team and should have done better, and the 65 and if Coleman was on that team, then Dankinger probably would not have been needed. And then, of course, I chastised the 85 Cardinals because the fact is they gave up in Game 7 when they could have used Dankinger's call as a wake up call and just basically say, screw you, we're going to win and we're going to win big. So that's what happened. So I talked about that. So, yeah, we closed that. 41 Yankees beat the 89 Giants. They're halfway home 4-3 in the 11th. Roughing beats Lefferts. The 98 Yankees survived the 6-7 Red Sox 2-1 as Lloyd beat Santiago. Yaz and Jeter went deep. The 27 Yankees beat the 86 Mets 11-5. They're halfway home. Shocker beats Gooden with Garrick the home run. 69 Orioles win 4-3. That series is now 1-1 with the 98 Astros. Cuellar beats Lima. And the 77 Phillies win 6-4. They're up 2-0. Christensen beats Dennis Martinez, McGrath to save. Tomey, Maddox, and Losinski went deep. But those 47 Dodgers, 1908 Pirates, I did that game. For some strange reason, it didn't go. It was corrupt. So this is what happened. The 47 Dodgers are now halfway home. They beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 6-5. The Pirates 5 runs on 5 hits, 5 left on base. Brooklyn 6 runs on 9 hits, 10 left on base. It was both starters, Haddon and Max, were chased. Max went in 2/3. Deacon Philippe, the legend, came in for 2 1/3, gave up the winning run. Bob Fail, 2 2/3, did well. Brandon did well in an inning 2/3. Haddon that left. Rex Barney pitched 2 innings and got the win. Bankhead with 2 innings for the hold. Clyde King with a hold, and Hugh Casey picked up the save again. Play-by-play. Pittsburgh started off fast. Roy Thomas singled, Tommy Leach tripled to score Thomas, and Fred Clark had a sac fly. Wagner flew out. Aparicio popped out. Stanky for Brooklyn grounded out. Jackie walked. Pete Reiser flew out to left. Carl Ferrell singled, and Dixie Walker flew out to right. Pittsburgh, Alan Stork flew out to right. Chief Wilson singled. George Gibson popped out, and Phelps struck out. And then in the bottom of the second, Archie Vaughn singled. Pee Wee Reese walked, so did Spider Jurgensen. Bruce Everett with an RBI single to score Vaughn. Stanky with an RBI single to score Reese. And Jackie Robinson grounded into a double play to score the third run to make it 3-2. Reiser walked, and then that was the early hook for Max. Deacon Philippe came in. Ferrillo walked. So it was first and second and third. The bases loaded. Dixie Walker singled to score Edwards and Reiser to make it 5-2. Archie Vaughn grounded out. Top of the third, Roy Thomas singled and then still second. Leach walked. Clark grounded out. Leach was out at second, so it was first and third. Wagner walked. Then Aparicio walked to make it 5-3. And then a wild pitch made it 5-4. Stork intentionally walked. Chief Wilson flew out to score Wagner to tie it at 5. Haddon replaced by Barney. Gibson grounded out. Bottom of the third, Pee Wee struck out. Spider walked. Bruce Edwards singled. Eddie Stanky singled. Jackie Robinson grounded out to score Jorgensen. Pete Reiser grounded out. In the top of the fourth, Pittsburgh, Phelps flew out. Thomas struck out. Leach lined out. Bottom of the fourth, Ferrillo grounded out. Dixie singled. Vaughn grounded out. Pee Wee struck out. And then the fifth, Clark struck out. Wagner lined out. Aparicio flew out. Deacon Philippe was taken out by Bob Feld on the mound. Jorgensen walked. Edwards bunted. Jorgensen in second. Stanky struck out. Jackie flew out to center. Top of the sixth, Don Bankhead pitched. Alan Stork grounded out. Chief Wilson singled. George Gibson grounded out. Ed Phelps lined out. Pete Reiser walked. Carlo Ferrillo grounded out. Dixie Walker grounded out. An Archie Vaughn flew out the center. Roy Thomas walked to the top of the seventh. Tommy Leach bunted out. Fred Clark popped out, and Honus Wagner grounded out. Bottom of the seventh, Pee Wee struck out. Chick Brandon came in to pitch for Fail. Ferguson grounded out. Everett struck out. Clyde King came on the mound in the eighth. Apparitional struck out. Stork popped out, and Chief Wilson flew out. Bottom of the eighth, Eddie Stanky struck out. Jackie Robinson lined out. Pete Reiser singled. Carlo Ferrillo was on base when Reiser stole, but then struck out. And then in the ninth, Hugh Casey came in for the save. George Gibson grounded out. They went with Spike Shannon to pinch hit for Phelps. He lined it out, and Roy Thomas struck out. So now you know everything. Look, well, the Cutter story would have been about the 1947 Dodgers and how Jackie Robinson was coming up to become the first black player in the major leagues and all that, and how the Dodgers team had a petition set, but Pee Wee Reese ripped it up in front of everybody, and said we're gonna rally around this team, our teammate, and they did. They won the World Series. Jackie Robinson, went to the World Series. Excuse me. Jackie Robinson won Rookie of the Year, then MVP 2 years later, and you know all that. I talked about how he went through the racist stuff, and I said, well, 1946, he was in Montreal, and that helped him shape the character. And also, I gave props to Jackie Robinson for not giving up with racism, and also Chadwick Boseman for his portrayal of Jackie Robinson in the movie 42. And you see on the brackets, we have only 3 series: the 30 A's against the 80 Royals, the 93 Orioles, 42 Cardinals, and the 98 Astros, 69 Orioles at 1-1. 3 teams are up to nothing on the road. One on the road and won both games. 93 Giants against the 2016 Astros, 1924 Sens against the 1985 Angels, and the 1985 Cardinals against the 65 Twins. Everyone else, the 10 teams, have a 2-0 sweep at home, looking to sweep everything. It is best of 7, everything else. And seeding is important in everything. So, anyway, that's all. Thanks for giving me a chance to do a second chance and to avoid more hiccups. I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.